Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. This video is going to be a wee look at Bojan Miovski of Aberdeen, a player that Celtic were briefly linked to in the winter window just a few months ago, and said to be a Celtic target again, given the delays and difficulties with Norwich negotiating a deal, price, etc. for Adam Idah. And so, as the Bojan Miovski story has re-emerged as a potential Celtic link, and Miovski remains an Aberdeen player, and the other reported links between Miovski going to clubs such as in Holland and the English Championship and even to Rangers have not borne fruit as such. I thought I would do a wee scouting analysis highlights video for Bojan Miovski to see what you on the David67 channel think of him as a potential Celtic number 9 to partner at times Kyogo, at other times be the second striker coming off the bench, and also giving a chance for Kyogo to have a rest rather than starting or playing in every game as he did last season. And so thought just to pop in the highlights video. It's around about 5 minutes or so. It's taken from a couple of different copyright friendly YouTube scouting videos, highlight videos. There are some other highlight videos available on YouTube, so do have a look at those as well. And also the stats I've taken have been from a variety of different reliable stats and record sites on the internet. So have a wee look at the video, and then we'll have a wee chat about his statistics, and then my own thoughts of him as a player, his potential strengths and weaknesses, and what my own opinion is regarding him coming to be Celtic's second striker for the 24-25 season and beyond. So hopefully you enjoyed those highlights of Miovski. Now, just a wee bit of his background. Miovski is 24 years old, just over 6'2" tall, and is a North Macedonia international. 23 caps, 3 goals for them. Also represented North Macedonia under 21 and under 19 level. He's been at Aberdeen for a couple of seasons. His stats for last season at Aberdeen: 53 games and 26 goals, 4 assists, so a goal every 2 games. His season rating with SofaScore was 6.89, which is a good rating in general terms. His Aberdeen career: 95 games, 44 goals and 7 assists, and he's had now 7 games in Europe, 4 goals and 2 assists. That was in the mixture of Europa League qualifier level and the Conference League for Aberdeen last season. Now, looking at his full career at a variety of different clubs, including Aberdeen: 197 games, 71 goals, 27 assists. And so I think we can see that he is a player, particularly in Scottish football, has been very successful. He had a particularly good start to last season and did have a wee bit of a dry spell for a few months in the early winter, but then regained his scoring touch in the final quarter of the season. He had a number of very good performances against Celtic, scored a very good goal in the 3-1 loss at the start of the season, when we went to Pittodrie in the sunshine and won 3-1 away from home. He also scored a very good goal against us in the 1-1 draw in early 2024. And so we know from his games against Celtic, he is a good player. He was quite a force in the Cup semi-final, scoring there as well. And I think when Aberdeen took him off later in the game, they did look less of a threat up front. Now, having had a wee look at the couple of different scouting highlight reels there, he clearly is a player who is very left-footed, excellent left-foot finish, is able to finish and pass with his right foot, although does prefer the ball on his left side, on his left foot. Good in the air, as one would expect for a player of 6'2", however, very quick finishing on the ground, quick reactions, very good positioning when he gets into the box, scores a lot of goals in and around the 6-yard box, and doesn't tend to be much of a goal threat from outside the box. However, he does come back to around halfway to receive clearances and passes from defence to midfield, links up the play well, can very capably play wide players and midfielders through for shots on goal. Also good at linking up and laying off the ball in the box to the oncoming wide players, fellow strikers and midfielders. So I think he very much could play a very good role for Celtic. I think he would play in the Idah mould. I think he's more than good enough to start regularly in the Scottish games. I think he also would be a threat coming off the bench in European matches, and I think he would also give Celtic that 1-2 punch potentially for games in Scotland and in Europe, and also would give us an option for putting on late in the game to act as a target man if we were protecting a lead late in the game in Europe or in a tight fixture in Scotland. In terms of weaknesses, it's been highlighted he's not terribly good at coming back and helping out in defence. His height certainly would be useful for defending corners and direct free kicks into the box. He doesn't tend to do that for Aberdeen or internationally. There have been some queries about his ability using his right foot, although that has improved, and also I think his passing has considerably improved since earlier scouting reports. And at 24, I think he's a player just about reaching his peak. I think he's got the potential to get better and better, especially if he is exposed to even higher level football in the Champions League. He did capably in the Europa League and Conference League last season for Aberdeen, and I can see him very much playing that kind of role for Celtic as well next season and thereafter. He does have a couple more years on his contract in Aberdeen. Aberdeen will be under no obligation to sell him. There has been interest, as I said, from several different clubs, but nobody has actually, it would appear, have put in a bid for him. He's quoted at 4 million on transfermarket.com for his fee. I think actually Celtic would need to be paying 5-6 million to secure Miovski's signing. However, when one considers that Norwich are now asking for 8 million for Idah, I think Miovski at 5 or 6 would be a much more than capable replacement. Personally, I would slightly prefer Idah simply because he knows the club, he knows the players, he knows Rodgers and the coaching staff. But I think, as Miovski proved at Aberdeen, he coped and adapted with Scottish football, Scottish conditions very well, and I think he would do equally well coming to Celtic. However, as always, we'd love to know what you feel yourselves, so do feel free to pop those comments in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not yet a subscriber, please do feel free to click that subscribe button, keep the numbers pushing through the low 600s. As always, please do click that like button if you've liked the video, as it does improve the analytics and encourages YouTube to send this video and this channel to other Celtic fans to see whether they enjoy the channel and enjoy the video as well. So do click that like button, it does help the channel no end. And so we'll leave things at that point there. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, goodbye, and hail, hail.